Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss about the different business writings like email and inquiry letter and complaint letter. So, in the earlier session, as we have discussed about the business writings, the fundamentals, and we have done the different types of letters, and in detail, we have studied about persuasive letters. So, moving towards the other session, today we'll be covering the meaning of inquiry letter, the format and examples, and same we'll do with the complaint letter as well, and then we'll move forward with the business emails. So let's start this session. Moving towards the first topic. Yes. So what is an inquiry letter? We'll define first, like what is an inquiry letter? As we know, inquiry means to find information regarding something, right? So your definition we'll see an inquiry letter is a formal written request for information typically sent by an individual or an organization seeking to obtain specific data, details, or clarification on a subject. Basically, here, what does it mean that we are writing an inquiry letter just to find out more about particular product launch or to know about new product line or to request some for information. For example, if you are going to enroll for your higher studies, if you're going to enroll for MBA program, so you must be seeking inquiry of different colleges, like what is the fee structure, what are the placement percentage, what are the facilities provided in the college. So all these things, what is the fee structure, what is the very important thing for going for the admission query is what is the eligibility criteria, what are the methods of taking admissions, is there any entrance test or any personal interview. So these sort of things are the information which we require when we are taking inquiry for admission in higher education, or we can say in any other programs, right? So here when we talk about formal business letter, we are inquiring for information. So we were talking about the inquiry letter, right? So basically, an inquiry letter is a formal written request for information typically sent by an individual or an organization to obtain specific information, specific data, details, or clarification on a subject. So it is basically used to ask, question, right? Moving ahead, more about it. Let's see more about inquiry letter. So we'll be seeing what are the elements of an inquiry letter, right? So there should be sender's information, the name, address, contact details, and date. The recipient's information, who is going to receive the letter, for whom the letter has been written, the name, title, organization, and address. Next is the salutation part. When we talk about the salutation part, that is the formal greeting we are doing to a particular person, right? Usually addressing the recipient by name, Mr. John, Mr. James, whatever the name is, right? Next is we'll start with the introduction part, right? Now, starting the introduction part, let's see what is there. A brief introduction stating the purpose of the letter. Like, what is the purpose of the letter? Why are you writing a letter? Do you want some information regarding a product line, regarding any specific thing? So you have to just mention the purpose. Next becomes the body of the letter. Body of the letter means the main content which we are covering. The details regarding your request, the details regarding your information, and each point should be clear and concise. Clear and concise here means that the information should be easy to understand and should be in a briefly explained manner. It shouldn't be very subjective, right? The principle of brevity must be followed over here as well. Now, coming to the format of the inquiry letter as conclusion, a polite closing statement must be mentioned to express your gratitude for the same and consideration, right? Let's see, in signature. Signature also comes under the closing part. as when you will be giving the conclusion after signing, after writing your sincerely or thanking you, whatever you want to write, then you have to, there are two basic SOPs, either we write sincerely or thanking you, or and then just your name and signature, right? So move ahead with the same format. Let's see. Now we'll be studying the purpose. What is the basic purpose of an inquiry letter, right? We'll study what is the basic purpose of an inquiry letter. So the purpose of an inquiry letter is to obtain specific information, details, or clarification on a particular subject from an individual, from an organization or business, right? That why we are writing, the main purpose is to take information, to get information from the organization. It serves as a formal request for information that is not readily available or known to the sender. The next purpose is the inquiry letter is used in various contexts, including business, academic, and personal communications, right? In personal communication also, we do inquire regarding the happening of any event at anybody's home, or regarding any other ceremonies which is going to take place, right? Next, moving ahead with the next slide, let's see. Now, here are some common purposes of writing an inquiry letter. Number one is, as we want to know, as we have to state the purpose in the inquiry letter. So first we must know like what are the purpose. So the common purpose for which an inquiry letter is required, or we have to write an inquiry letter, that is, number one is obviously for requesting the information. We are requesting for the information. Number two is seeking clarification. Let's see what is we have mentioned in the first point, requesting information to gather detailed information about products, service, programs, or policies. Next, seeking clarification to clarify details about the previous communication, argument, agreement, or any other matter, right? For example, you have written a letter, but that letter is not having that much of clarity. So you are seeking the clarification again by writing one more letter, that in that particular agreement, in that particular communication, these points were not very much clear. Kindly clarify and give more information, more detailed information about it, right? Next is exploring purpose. Next is exploring the purpose. So exploring the opportunities here means to inquire about job openings, internships, business partnerships, or collaborative opportunities. So here, like if we are looking for any business opportunity, or we want to apply in an organization by seeking a job opportunity, so in that case also, we may inquire by stating if suppose somebody is applying in an organization for job opportunity, then in that particular case, that candidate can mention that we are that I'm this and this. By mentioning your name, I'm looking for the job opportunity in your organization. You will be stating for which profile you want to apply for. What are your qualifications? Are your qualifications matching their eligibility criteria, and so on, right? So apart from job opportunities, you can also apply for internships by inquiring that what internship opportunities are available with that particular company, what is their eligibility criteria, what stipend they are going to pay you during the internship, what is the duration of internship, will you be getting the certificate for it or not? So is there any charges or not? So you have to seek information regarding the opportunities you are exploring, right? This way it goes for collaboration and business partnership as well, right? Next, asking for support. Yes, in inquiry letter, you can not only just gather the information, but you may also request for sponsorships, your financial support, or any donation for any social cause or event, right? So we may also write inquiry letter in this regard as well. Next. gathering data to collect specific data or statistics for research analysis or decision making. As we are doing the research, we are collecting the information. So we can also say that it can be considered as data collection also, right? Or gathering data. Next one is confirming details. Confirming details here means to verify details of an event, meeting, or any planned activity. You have to confirm whether, like if you want to confirm when is going to, when you are contacting your university or college to confirm the details regarding the convocation and what are the timings of the convocation, what are the planned activity from where you will get your that attire to wear, from where you have to like get the entry pass and all, everything regarding the same. So in that case, you may also verify the details. Next is requesting samples or demonstrations. We can also ask for a product samples and demonstrations or trials to assess suitability. In case of when we talk about product something, in that case, generally people ask for demos or product samples so that they can check whether that product is suitable for them or not. Right. Suppose if we are talking about personal care products, when we are talking about some skin care products, we used to check the sample first and then we go for the purchase. Right. We go for the trial first and then we go for the purchase. So that to check whether that particular product is suitable for our skin or not. Likewise, the other products also, it like according to the specificity of the product, we talk about the specific features, whether they are matching the buyer's suitability or not, right? Now moving towards the next slide. Now we will be checking what are the examples of inquiry letter, like what are the purpose, and we have discussed the purpose. Now we'll be discussing the examples also, right? Now, number one is the business inquiry. If we write a letter to find out the information regarding business, so requesting information about bulk purchasing options and discounts from a supplier. So we can take this as a business inquiry letter. Next is academic inquiry, seeking details about a university's admission requirement and scholarship opportunities, right? So in that case, we are talking about the academic inquiry. Next is job inquiry, asking about the potential job openings and the application process at a company. It's very much okay that as we have discussed, if anyone is applying for a particular job profile, so they used to ask what is the application process, what is the eligibility criteria and everything just to inquire about that particular profile. Next is service inquiry. We request information about a new service offered by a company, including pricing and features. Suppose if you have bought a product from LG or from say some other company, and they have launched some new service also. They are offering some new service also. So you might not be aware about the details of that particular service charges and service features. So you might be asking, you might be taking inquiry about the same. So that is known as service inquiry, right? Next comes is event inquiry. When we talk about event inquiry, it's again confirming the schedule, venue, and participants for a conference or a workshop, or we can also say for an event, right? So we have to just confirm what is the schedule of that particular event, what is the venue, and how many participants are over there, right? Next. Now, next we'll see the format of an inquiry letter. Format goes like this, like in first, in the very starting, you will mention your name, like your name, why? Because you are sending the inquiry letter. You are the one who is writing an inquiry letter, right? So you'll put your name first, your address, city, state, zip code, the entire detail about your email address, your phone number, and date, right? Next, the second address will be of the recipient. So you have to write the recipient's name. Suppose you are writing a letter to the service center of Oppo or service center of LG, whatever, wherever you want to inquire. So you are putting the recipient's name, the recipient's title, the company and organization, the address of that particular outlet or service outlet, the city where it is located, and every geographical information related to city, state, zip code, right? Next, we'll start with salutation. Dear Mr. or Miss, whosoever is the authority over there, right? Whosoever is the chairperson over there. So we'll address with dear Mr. or Miss. Then introduction. We'll start with I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to request information regarding you have to mention the specific subject or topic for which you are writing the inquiry letter, right? Next, what you will be mentioning? The body. First, the body of the letter will include the specific question or request. The second para may include the specific request regarding the same product. So you may write the first request, second request, what descriptions you want, descriptions regarding the product feature, description regarding the pricing. So you may mention it in a point wise or paragraph wise. And if you want any additional request also, so you may also mention over it in a third paragraph. Next is the conclusion part. In conclusion, you will say, thank you in advance for your time and assistance. I look forward to your prompt response. Right. So sincerely, you will mention your name. You will send, if you are sending a hard copy, your typed name, your signature, right? And if you are doing it on a mail, then no need of sending a hard copy. Next, example of an inquiry letter. Now, before example, we have done the format, right? What we have studied till now, what is inquiry letter? What are the attributes of an inquiry letter? What are the purpose of an inquiry letter? Types of inquiry letter, the format, and now we'll be studying the example of an inquiry letter, right? So here, one person is John Doe, and he is writing a inquiry letter to Jane Smith, right? Let's see, he has mentioned his address, his email ID, his contact details, and to whom he is writing, he has mentioned the recipient's name also, his organization name, his designation, and the address. Let's see more about it. So what he has mentioned, dear Mr. Smith, dear Miss Smith. So Jane Smith here. So that person has mentioned, dear Miss Smith, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to request information. So this particular letter is writing for the company's new product line, right? So let's see what he has written further. I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing to request information regarding your company's new product line launched this year. As a retail store owner, I am particularly interested in understanding the features and pricing of your latest offering to consider them for our inventory. Could you please provide a detailed list of the new products along with their specifications? What are the wholesale prices for these products? And are there any bulk purchase discounts available? So what did Mr. John did? Mr. John wrote a letter to Ms. Smith, and in this letter, what he is doing, he is inquiring for the new product line, which is launched by the ABC corporations, right? So what he is doing, he is asking for, he's asking that, could you please provide me the details of the detailed list of a new product, because he wants to put it into his retail store, right? And he's also asking for the discounts. There is any offer regarding discount, or is there any feature of discount available with them? What if he is going to purchase in a bulk? What discount options are available? What are the whole price of that particular product? So, and he asked about the specification, like he wanted to know about each and every product and its specification. So Mr. John has asked, inquired about all these things. Let's see further. Is there a minimum order quantity required for placing a wholesale order? He is also asking about, apart from features, price, and discounts, that is there any minimum quantity benchmark that we have to order? If we are purchasing in wholesale, then we have to order minimum this much, right? So after that, he is mentioned, he has closed the letter, writing, "Thank you in advance for your time and support. I look forward to your prompt response. Sincerely, John." Right? So in this way, we can write the inquiry letter. I hope the format must be clear to you all. Moving ahead with the next slide. Now, now we'll be talking about complaint letters. Let's see. A complaint letter is a formal written document expressing dissatisfaction or concern regarding a product, service, or situation. So, as the name itself explains its meaning, it's a complaint. That means it's a grievance, and that is also a formal document. In that particular document, we explain or we express, basically, we express our dissatisfaction due to poor service, or due to any bad experience with the product and service, or a very bad interaction with the employee of the organization. Anything can be a reason for a dissatisfaction of an employee or of a customer, sorry, right? So a complaint letter is aims to inform the relevant party about the issue and seek a resolution from them as a remedy. So what complaint letter is doing? We are doing complaint. We are not just there to do a complaint. We are also in return wants the resolution to that particular complaint, right? If we are writing grievance, so we want the redressal of grievances also, right? So basically, complaint letters are typed by customer, employees, or individuals to address grievances and request appropriate solutions, right? So we want the organization to know about the grievances that happened or that taken place, and in return and in exchange, we want the strong action to be taken and resolutions to be provided to the employees, to the customers, or to who is writing the complaint letter, right? Let's see, move ahead. What are the attributes? Attributes here mean what are the features of a complaint letter? Let's see. Number one, sender's information. We'll first, as we are writing the complaint letter, I am writing some complaint letter, so I must be mentioning the name, my address, my contact details, and details on which I am writing a complaint letter. Now, to whom I am writing a complaint letter? Suppose I am writing my complaint letter to my organization. So I'll write the recipient's information, name, title, organization, and address, right? Next is salutation. The salutation is, again, we can say a formal greeting, usually addressing the recipient by name, right? So again, here also comes the introduction. In this introduction part, we'll briefly state the purpose, why we are doing complaint, what is the context we are providing, right? Now, next is body. In the body of the letter, we'll mention the detailed explanation of the complaint, what the letter is all about, like what complaint we are addressing, including specific issues, relevant dates, on which date this incident has taken place, was there any supporting document or not. So we have to, because we are doing things in a written communication, and for written communication, there must be a proper documentary evidence, right? You cannot do complaint just on having any verbal issue. You must have either, if you are having complaint in some service outlet, you must have some videos or some sort of evidence so as to attach with your complaint letter, right? Next is desired resolution. Now, after writing the body, you will be asking a clear statement of the desired outcome, that yes, this particular incident has taken place. Now, I am looking for the action from your end. Kindly take action ASAP, right? ASAP we use for as soon as possible, right? So let's see the next. The next thing is conclusion. Our conclusion is a polite closing statement expressing hope for a prompt resolution, right? In conclusion, we say that we are looking for your response. Kindly do the needful or kindly take required actions, which says that we are expecting the result, we are expecting response from the other party, right? And then a closing phrase, your name, your sincerely, then your name, your signature, right? Let's see the format. So the format here is the same. Like the address part will be first your address, then the recipient address. Next is the recipient's like you'll be provide the salutation to the recipient, right? Then introduction, why I am writing to express my dissatisfaction. You are having any dissatisfaction with the product, service, or situation, whatever is the reason. Next is body. I purchased oblique used this particular product on this date and I am disappointed with this specific issue. And then provide details regarding the same, the relevant date, time, and supporting evidence, as I mentioned. Now, desired resolution, you request there that I hope the issue will be resolved promptly, right? So you show the hope that you are expecting a response from them, and obviously you have written the letter to get the issue resolved, right? Next. Conclusion. In conclusion, you will just acknowledge or thank them. You will just thank them that I look forward to your prompt response. Please contact me if you require any further information, your signature and your type name. Now we'll be taking an example of the complaint letter, right? Let's see the example. So here also we have taken the example of as Mr. John is writing a letter to Miss Jane Smith. Let's see. The format is already clear, I hope. Starting with the letter. Dear Miss Smith, I am writing to express my dissatisfaction with the product I recently purchased from your company. I bought a model. He has also mentioned the date that on this particular date, on June 15th, I bought a model of laptop from your store. The model number is mentioned over here, X123 laptop from your store, and I'm disappointed with the performance of the product. From the first day of use, the laptop has been experiencing the frequent crashes and slow performance, which makes it difficult to complete even basic tasks. So what he is saying that he has purchased a new laptop from Miss Jane Smith, and there has been some issue in operation of that particular, or we can say in functioning of that particular laptop. So which makes it difficult to complete the basic tasks. So Mr. John is very much dissatisfied with the laptop he bought from Miss Jane Smith, right? Additionally, the battery life is significantly shorter and than advertised. So he is mentioning in advertisement, you have shown that it has a very good battery life, battery backup, but actually it is significantly shorter as compared to the advertisement which you have put in. So lasting only about 2 hours. He is saying yeah, the battery backup is only of 2 hours and a full charge instead of the promised 6 hours, right? So he is saying that you have promised that the battery backup is of 6 hours, but it is only functioning for 2 hours, right? So he is dissatisfied because of the 2-3 reasons that the laptop is not functioning well. It is having the operational issues, the functional issues, and also the battery backup is not as promised, right? Next is, so he kindly requests a full refund for the laptop. He doesn't want replacement. So he is here requesting options to Ms. Jane Smith. Either you do a replacement with a model that is advertised with the advertised specification, or he wants the refund. So he also giving the option. He is also giving the option for a replacement, as well as he is asking for refund. So he requests a full refund for the laptop or a replacement with a model that meets the advertised specification. I hope the issue can be resolved promptly and to my satisfaction. Now, what he is saying that I hope the issue which I have addressed will be resolved as soon as possible. So thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward for your response. So this is the general example he is writing. You may also write in a similar way or in a very or likewise also you may add some points if you want. It's according to your topic. Like what is the topic of the complaint, right? Now, as we have discussed about the letters, now I'll be discussing about the email role of why email is important in business. What is the role of email in business? As now in French, in the present business scenario, only emails are in the trend. Nobody writes a letter. Everybody writes an email. So email can be regarding a complaint also, regarding an inquiry also, regarding persuasion, regarding recommendation. The forms of letters which we have studied till now can be used as in emails, right? Because nowadays we or every other organization, like each and every organization in the world is focusing on emails as compared to letters, right? Let's see the what are emails. Emails are a crucial tool in business communication, serving various purposes such as marketing, customer support, internal communication, and many more. Right. So email are used to express your ideas, your thoughts by transmitting information regarding customer support, internal communication, or anything which you want to communicate to the other party. So successful company use emails effectively. Why successful company uses emails effectively? To build relationship with their vendors, with their business partners, with their customers, to maintain customer engagement and to streamline operations so that the functioning is going very in a very smooth and proper manner. There should be no inefficient or ineffective communication. So they make sure that the relationship between the employer and the vendors are maintained properly. The customer engagement should be there, and the operation doesn't discontinue or doesn't go below the standard, right? So email is very important in today's business scenario. Let's move ahead. So we'll study about types of business emails, right? We'll study more about types of emails. So we were talking about different types of business emails and examples. Let's start. There are different types of emails. We have taken the different types also, and accordingly we have mentioned accordingly we'll be discussing about the examples of different organizations using these types of emails, right? Let's start with the very first type of email is welcome emails. When we talk about welcome emails are sent to new subscribers or customers to thank them for joining and to introduce them to the brand, right? Suppose you are the new customer to any organization. Say you are new customer to, for here we have taken the example of Airbnb. So you are a new customer to Airbnb, then they send a warm welcome mail to new users explaining how to get started, offering tips and link to popular destination and experiences, right? So what happens is if you are a new customer to any organization, the company uses welcome emails to welcome their new customers and to make them feel associated with that particular brand or organization, right? So Airbnb uses a warm welcome for their new customers, explaining how to get started with their services. They offers the tip and also link them to the popular destinations and experiences, right? Next, let's see the next category of business email. The next category, we'll be moving towards the next category in business emails. Next category is the transactional emails. When we talk about transactional emails, transactional emails are triggered by users' action, such as purchase confirmation, shipping notifications, and password spacing. Right. So transactional emails, as the name suggests, we are talking about the purchase, the confirmation. So here the user's actions are triggered by the action of purchase. Right. So here we have taken the example of Amazon. Amazon's transactional emails are clear and concise, providing all necessary details about the transaction, shipment tracking, and customer service contact information. The moment you make purchase confirmation that yes, you have confirmed the order and the order will reach you, you directly get an email to your mailbox where they provide the transactional, where they provide all the necessary details about the transaction, when your order is going to delivered, where what are the tracking shipment details. You can easily track your order and the customer service contact information. If you are having any problem in the shipment or in the order tracking, you may contact the customer service window, right? So this is the service Amazon also provided. We can talk about any e-commerce company. They used to do that. Here I have taken the example of Amazon just to make your concept clear, right? Moving ahead to the third category of business email, that is promotional emails. Promotional emails, as the name suggests, they are promoting their product, or they are informing the audience or the customer or the potential people out there in the market that yes, these are the offers which are going on, the discount offer, the price of or the new products which are coming. So basically it is used as a promotional tool, right? The promotional emails are done. For example, we have taken here the example of Spotify. Spotify sends personalized promotional emails recommending new music based on the user's listening history, as well as discounts on subscriptions. So here promotional emails is basically personalized, right? As different users have different preferences of music, so they have different interests, so it sends the personalized promotional emails recommending the music they use or recommending the music as their listening history match, right? So they also provide the information related to discounts available to on the subscriptions to them. So basically we have came to know that it also do the personalized email. So obviously the personalized promotional emails will be given to those customer, because every customer has different taste and preferences. So according to taste and preference, the company uses the email strategy, right, to promote its product or to promote its service. Going ahead to the next category, let's see what is the next category in the business email types. The other is newsletter emails. Newsletter emails, these are the emails which used to send, keep their customers updated, right? As the name suggests, newsletter. So the customer, so we can say newsletter emails are the letters which keep their customers updated about the latest news, articles, and content from the company, right? For example, the New York Times. The New York Times sends daily newsletters summarizing top news stories along with links to full articles, ensuring readers stay informed. What they are doing is they are making you engaged in their application or in their product or service which they are offering, right? So what happening over here is the that you are getting the daily content over your emails, that yes, now this thing is happening in the New York Times, right? If we take the example of other in newspaper, the Times of India, right? So or the Economic Times, whatever you are reading. So the newsletter emails are sent to their customers where they summarize what new is going all around, what is in the trend, what news stories are there. So they used to provide the full articles, the links to the full articles, the links to the news, ensuring readers that they are already updated and they stay informed about everything, right? Moving ahead. Customer feedback emails. Now, customer feedback emails, as the name suggests, they are getting the feedback from who? From customers. So these email request feedback from you, from customers. Like you are the customer of, suppose any service industry. So suppose if you are using the Domino's app or you are using the any traveling app like Make My Trip, Trivago, any app you are using. So they may ask feedback, they may request feedback in form of emails that these emails, what they do, these emails request feedback from customers about their recent interactions or purchases. So example can be Apple. For example, Apple often sends emails asking customers to take their recent purchase or provide feedback on their in-store experiences, right? So what happens is this improves their relationship.